Hi there. Glad you could join us for this episode of The Weekly Send. The Weekly Send is powered by Founded Technologies Nonprofit Core. Transform your organization with a comprehensive software solution built for nonprofits. And by 1832 Communications, partnering with your nonprofit to help you build more relationships and raise more money. In this episode, we're going to look at an email from No Panic. We'll start with the subject line, which says, volunteer with no panic. So they come right out and say that. This is a volunteer recruitment email. An email is a fantastic way to find new volunteers for your organization. This subject line is a good one. It tells me exactly what they want. And if I'm interested, I'm going to open up and I'm going to click. It comes from Michelle D'Ambrosio, so I have a name there. As far as the email itself, it came from admin at No Panic, not as personal as I would have liked it. Again, the email address you use should always be the name of the person or a person within your organization so that email is a one-to-one communication with an individual subscriber. The email itself opens up with the No Panic logo, and right underneath it, they have this great image that captures my attention. The header image is necessary. I call it the hero image so that it's the first thing somebody sees when they open the email. If it captures my attention, I'm going to continue to skim, scan, and read the email. It just says volunteer, one word, and I love these helping hands here. I think this is a perfect image to use. Right underneath it, they have a call to action, become a No Panic helpline volunteer. And so they open up with, we couldn't do what we do without volunteers, and you can read more about volunteering and applying by clicking here. So they're already, right at the outset, they're giving you the call to action, click here, become a volunteer. But in case you want a little bit more information, they share that. Volunteering roles we have available are, and they give you 5 different roles. So they're giving you choices, and they're providing options for you to decide how I want to be involved with the organization. That's great. And then they add a little bit more information that the roles and training are home-based apart from the shop volunteer. And then they tell you a little bit about the qualifications that you need. So they use bullet points here, which is a good way to break up an email, especially for those who are skimming or scanning it. And they tell you these are the 4 areas that you need to have some expertise or experience in order to become a volunteer. So they're sharing important details in the email to give you more information so that you click through and go learn more. And then big, huge call to action here, volunteer now. It's straight, it's to the point, tells me what they want me to do. And what I love about this email is that they only have one call to action. When you have one call to action, you can increase conversions by a lot. You don't want to confuse subscribers with other things. Straight to the point, tell them what you want them to do, click here and go. This is an excellent email from No Panic. The mobile version, you can see this header definitely stands out, and it tells me very easily, I know right away what they want me to do. I think that the writing, the font size is a bit too small, and it could be, excuse me, spaced out a little bit better so that it's easier for the skimmers and scanners. I would also here with this list of what roles are available, maybe either have bullet points, make bullet points, or use icons or emojis to explain them. So again, it would stand out a little bit better for the subscribers. This is good here with these bullet points, and certainly the volunteer now call to action button definitely stands out on the mobile version. We go to the page where they're directing traffic to the landing page. It says volunteer with us. So we got to the right page, become a volunteer. This is a little bit about volunteering. And again, they share with you your require abilities to have to do the following or to know these things. And it matches the 4 bullet points that were in the email. So that's good. The landing page matches the email. What they do on this landing page, besides having a form, is they add more information. They tell you that all No Panic volunteers go through 12 weeks of training, followed by a probationary period of 3 months. That's good. They also tell you that they have 4 3-hour shift times available 7 days a week. So they're giving you options for what shift you can join. And they also add, due to the time investment and expense of training volunteers, we do ask for a small fee of £25. So they're giving you on this landing page all the information you need in order to become a volunteer. Then they have a form. When it comes to online forms, one of the things you want to make sure to do is not have too many fields, because then it becomes too much for me to fill in. They do have a lot of fields here, but in this case, they need them because they need to know all the information about you. That includes what attracts you to volunteering at No Panic, describe your recent volunteer work. They ask what times you're available and what day of the week. They also ask for a reference, and this I like at the end. Do you consider yourself to have a disability or support needs which are relevant to your application? And if yes, please let us know what they are. That's very important to being inclusive of everyone and saying we accept all volunteers to our organization. Takeaways for this episode: 1, provide options for getting involved. Number 2, share important details for decision making so I know what I'm getting myself into. And number 3, when you're doing an online form, ask only what you need on the online forms. Don't make it too long so that I don't want to fill it in. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Weekly Send, where we help your nonprofit upgrade your email fundraising and marketing. We'll see you next episode.